Good morning, everybody. Morning. Here we are again. It's that time of month again. We've got some good stuff going off today. We've got 4 certificates to give out. What else have we got, Uncle Ryan?
We've got 2 1 years. 2 great guys. Yeah, we've got Chip Countdown and we've got Poetry Corner.
Poetry.
Yeah, some sweet limericks by a few lads. And then I've got a little discourse to say about upstairs at Sniggle.
Yeah. Good stuff. So we'll start with certificates, and who's up first? It is James.
So, when this guy got here, when this guy come here, he was living in a field, and this guy, if you've ever heard a story of somebody who's had everything and lost it all, this was him. He put in a long shift. You know, he's been in addiction a long time, and I think, you know, for somebody to go through all of that chaos and all of that pain and to come to reflections and do what they need to do to get through all of that, it's a massive achievement, because he's had a lot of process, and I still can't see him.
Don't worry.
Oh, is that? Just in case I pronounce he's not here.
Somebody else stand up there.
Yeah, and I remember, I sat with him these past few weeks, and it's been really tough for him to process all of that stuff. But he's a brave guy, and he's stuck it. But I didn't think he would. I thought when I first started talking to him, is this going to be a bit too much for you? And you've stuck it, and it's a massive achievement for you. And this, well done, Carl.
Good having you as a neighbour, Paul. Good guy. Nice one.
I'm sure you've got a few words to say, Carl.
Not really. It has been hard, but I think I'm really getting there now.
Yes, right.
That's it.
Newcastle. I didn't know you were a Newcastle fan, James. Right, what we got next? Here, James. Another James.
Oh, James.
That was a Give him a bow, Jim.
Yeah, this guy, what can I say about him? I met this guy a few years ago on one of the groups that I'm on, and I used to like listening to it, and then he just disappeared, and then a few months ago, a mutual friend of ours reached out, asking if I could help, and I thought, why not give it a go? Little did I know, you know what I mean? God was testing me, not him. And finally got him here, you know what I mean? And to be honest, when he came, he was just angry for some reason. Just angry. I've never seen someone as angry as me before for no reason, and I started questioning on whether I'd made the right move, right decision on actually getting him here. And then all of a sudden, he started to pay attention to what was on offer. He started to do the step work, he started to get into it, and he revealed some pretty dark stuff in his step 4. All I ever asked him to do was just trust me, have a bit of faith in me and the program, and he'll understand the real miracle of life, and that's what he did. you know, and it's just got better and better as the week's gone on. And you know what, I actually feel proud to present him with this certificate. Henry, come and get it.
Yeah, I think it's got a book for you, mate. Oh, it's got a book for him. Oh,
Yes, Connor.
Yeah, mate, we've got on from day one, haven't we? You know, you've been there for me when I've been down. I've talked to you and stuff, you know. You should be very proud of yourself, mate. You're doing brilliant.
Thank you, what's the camera?
I just want to express my gratitude to this place. I had a rocky first week or so, didn't I, James?
I'll share a bit about that.
But no, honestly, it's changed my life. It's the first time I've completed these things in 8 or 9 years of time, this recovery lot. Yeah, I feel like I've made a turning point in my life. I can't thank everybody in this room enough for how they've been with me, especially James and all the staff. So thank you all. God bless.
There's not many people who have annoyed me as much as you did. From the very first day. And for you to turn it around the way you have, you know, there's a real maturity about you, and you really want this. You know, and I know you've been through a few rehabs in the past, and I did think when I heard about that, is this another stop on his, you know, on his rehab? And I think you've got this now. Whatever it is, you've got something, and I'm just really pleased at how you've turned it around. I think you're a great group member. And you've done that. You do this house the world of good. You keep this house going sometimes. So well done, man. I'm really proud of you.
And if we still did resident of the month, you'd probably be.
Yeah, we won resident. We had a chat in the office the other day of who would vote for resident of the month, and you won.
Oh, thank you. I don't know what to do with all these compliments. Thank you.
We've got next. Oh, young women.
Well, thank you for everybody who's made it anyway. This lad came in very shy, and still a little bit shy now. He's just come up and give Henry his book. But he's growing massively in his recovery. I think the prayers are helping him as well. His night prayers and his morning prayers are helping him massively. And I know Henry is helping you as well along that way. I know, and there's a bit of gratitude towards Simon as well. You know, I know you're doing a lot of work with Simon. And well done, Connor, on completing it, because, you know, for a little bit, I don't think, you know, I thought it would touch and go with you, you know, but you've completed it, mate, and just keep achieving the goals, what you keep setting, you know, and you will have a beautiful life, and come and get your certificate.
I think somebody's got a book for you. I think it's favourite return, isn't it?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I just want to say, massive well done. Congratulations. I think the world of you. I love you to death. You got a friend for life in me, my friend. Honestly, whenever you need anything, whenever, I don't care if I'm on the other side of the country, you just ring me, and I'll be there for you. All right.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you. You know, when I come, you know, still today sometimes, you know, doubts about myself and that. You know, and I'm really proud of myself for doing this and on the path I'm going on. So thank you.
second resident of the month.
Yeah.
No, three of them. I can't remember the third one.
Third one was
Tom Sousa.
Was it Jacob?
No, Chapman.
Chapman.
Chapman's was first.
Yeah, well, speaking of Chapman, got him next. But his sponsor has been very selfish and decided to stay at college. So he's messaged me where he wants to.
But live from Hollywood.
Yeah, living the dream. Can't say that about it. It says, even though you're an awesome guy from Barnsley and I'm just a low-life Dida. that you're my better. It's, yeah, I'm only messing. It says here, extremely passionate about the work and always begged me for the next piece of work. A brutal step 5 and definitely has had a personality change. Should be extremely proud of the person you are becoming. Keep doing the next right thing. And I couldn't put it back myself, Joe. Right.
Yeah, pal. All lads have had a whip round and writ that for you.
Nice one, cheers.
Well done,
brother.
mate. Cheers, boys. Lads from town. Good lad from town. We had a few disagreements when we first come in, but he's a great good lad. He makes me laugh like fuck. And your mother and father will be proud of you, mate. Thank you.
I'm not best at speaking and that in front of everybody, but I just want to thank everybody in Reflections helping me way through new way to life. I want to thank my family, sponsor. I felt I was in a bad way before I come in here, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity just to meet new mates, family really. But thank you.
And now I'll hand over to my glamorous assistant.
Just before I start with this, that Conor Henry bit then, I mean that emotional since Rotherham scored at Hillsborough. Right, I've had some memorable, pleasurable moments these last, how long have we been here? Funny? Nearly had 2 years. It's been some good times. Rotherham winning Papa John's trophy. Yorkshire winning at Lancashire. But this is one of my proudest moments. You shouldn't have a favourite sponsee, but this lad were. And I think it was because I identified with him so much. He was a big drinker, but he was so passionate about recovery. Where is he?
Oh,
there.
where it is.
And obviously I'm a self-confessed faxophile, this Halifax lad. You know, we spoke before about the mills. You know, beautiful place, there's a lot of sorrow in the mills. But this lad's just done everything. He's worked hard, I've seen him work hard every single day to beat this horrible disease. And through sponsoring him, and he's got a really good sponsor now, one of the best, you know, through sponsoring him I got a friend, you know, and I think we'll be friends for life, and I'm so proud to give this, so come and get it, Tom.
Yes.
And just for the camera, it's a 1-year trip.
Sit down. I do want to say something, usually I don't, but...
Are you kidding?
No, I usually I don't. I'm not big at speaking in front of people, but in groups, I can speak and I speak from heart. I come into this meet. I can't remember if it's 2020, wasn't it? I didn't do the programme. I changed nothing in my life whatsoever. held on to the fact that alcohol was in my life from a young age, and I wanted to go back out and use alcohol. I wanted to try, if you want control it, I wanted to go back to seeing if I could drink it sociably, because it were only, I always say it, I grieve it, because it was like my best fucking friend, it was, boys. It kept me, it served a purpose for so long for me. It kept me alive, it kept me going. The amount of growth, I can say this to myself today, that I've had through this programme is fucking mind-blowing for me, and so I'm swearing on camera, but you know, I see the change in myself, never mind people saying it. I feel the change. I approach every situation in life with a different outlook. You know, I couldn't do it without so many people in this room. You know, to newcomers in this room, dig deep. Promise you this changes your life. This has changed my life. A lot of you know a lot of stories about mine, but mine is just brutal. When I go back out there, I end up in a cell after fucking couple of weeks of drinking, and I stay behind them doors, and then I come back out and I do it, and it makes me emotional thinking about it today. You know, I never want to go back to that. It's fucking upsetting. Today I have a life, I have my kids back in my life. Even when troubles come today, I've had some troubles come this past year of recovery, and I've dealt with them like a fucking man, what I call it, and you know, a sensible man. Put other people before me. I try to sponsor people today, and I try to do my best. That's all you can hope for, and I appreciate Ryan taking the footsteps when I first come in. Simon, appreciate you, you know, shout out to the therapist Liz, massive help what she's put me through. But yeah, I just want to say, lads, you know, for newcomers, give this best shot, because it does change your life for fucking better. And it's not that hard. I make it hard, but it's a simple program what made hard. What key for me is surrender. Stop fighting it. Yeah, and it'll change your life. It's changed mine, so I'll leave it
there.
A little unicorn.
Your dad is your little brother. I love these two.
It's a privilege to know that, Tom. I've done the journey with you. You know what I mean? I'm just behind you, and it's amazing. I love the talks we have together, and I'll put a challenge out to anybody: best cheese and ham maker ever.
That's a bold claim, that one.
Can't say that I knew you before, even though from the same town. Surprised we never bumped heads out there, but you know, maybe there's still time yet. I don't know. Yeah, since I met you, you've been really humble. Sort of like my counsellor in house. My neighbour in here, my neighbour down there, and I just wish you all the best for the future. But there's a present in there. I want you to take note. Yeah. No, one of each in there. Stop taxing mine on the fucking night. 10, 15 litres down now. And you can refill it as well. Yeah.
And all of my mum bags. No, thank you.
I'll get over to our James.
Hold on.
I'm just
Okay, so we've finished. Okay, so we've got another year. I mean, this is amazing. You know, this is starting to be common every single month when we're doing recovery counts. We're giving out multiple people who are getting multiple years. It's amazing. It's a real miracle, that. I'm pleased you said you had a favourite, because this guy's my favourite as well.
You don't say.
I love David. He came when I first met David in 2020. Yeah, just in June of 2020. I know that because I've asked him before. When lockdown was on. And he's just a really nice, fun guy. There's something about him. You know, I think everybody likes to have something like. But I really took to him. But the problem was he hadn't had enough, and he still wanted to do things his way, and he hadn't reached his bottom that he needed to reach. And he went out and he had to go at doing recovery his way and the way he wanted to do it. And he ended up coming back. Didn't work out for you very well, did it? No. And that was obviously a year ago when he came back. And you know, since then he hasn't just you know, he had a really tough time of it growing up, and he's had to really face a lot of things, and walking through those with you was, you know, was incredibly tough. Like you overcome that, you know, and work through it. But not only did you go through the program, then you start your life about helping other people and taking other people through the steps. You know, always at reflections, volunteering, doing things. You know, you've just given out a certificate there, and you're amazing, David. You know, you're a really good guy, and I'm really pleased you're getting this today. Well done, mate.
I don't, because I get very nervous when I speak. I want to say thank you, James, and thank you to Dave, thank you for Ryan, and thank you for all the staff for letting me come back. My mate were picking up his I think he were picking up his 2 years here, and I would have been 2 years on that day with him, but obviously, like James said, I had to go back out there, you know, and I remember coming back and I seen there were two beds spare, and you know, I was in a very, very dark place then, mate. Very, very dark place in my head. And I remember coming on the train, man. I had to lend money off my friend to get here. You know, he said, please be there for me, man. And I said, I will, I'll get there. And I came that day, and I seen, like I just said, I seen there were 2 beds spare. And I asked Dave, he says, have the weekend to think on it, man. Have the weekend to think on it. And I remember jumping back on that train, and I just got so fucking depressed and so inside myself again. And I rang him back within maybe an hour, I think, and I said, I'll see you on Monday, man. I will see you on Monday. And it's the best decision I ever made. You know, my life's turned fucking round so much in 1 year. You know, I wanted, you know, when I came back here, you know, I didn't know what was for me, for my life and stuff like that. But I remember getting through the programme again, told me, look, last time I left here, they said, get a sponsor when you leave here, David. I was like, yeah, I will do. And I ended up sponsoring myself, you know, and it didn't end very, very well. You know, I ended up picking up, and I ended up getting a sponsor, going through the 12 steps, and then these asked me to start taking the lads through the steps, and I had a magical experience taking one of the first lads I took through, and it changed my life completely, man. Changed my life completely. And, I remember, you know, one of my good friends has just picked up in here. And I'm over the moon for you, Todd, to get there. I remember we were a month in, and we were laid on them couches up where the CIC is now. And we were having a laugh about cheese and ham sandwiches. You know, we felt like we were back out there, the way we looked in the mirror and stuff like that. You know, but we were 2 months into recovery. Yeah, it's just been, and I've been on that journey with you, Todd, and it's been an absolute pleasure. You know, you've definitely had some ups and downs. You know, they asked you to move on to the Move On House. It were like, they want me to leave, this and stuff like that, you know. But I'm so grateful for you, Todd, you know, today. We have some good chats, you know, and may that one continue. May that one continue for every single one of you in here. You know, you can do it if me and Todd can do it. And these lads are here as well. You know, these are multiple years. Simon's 3 years. You're coming 2 years. Dave 5 years. You know, it is possible. And keep striving to be better people. You know, every day just keep doing better. That's what I want to do in life. You know, these guys here to my right and to my left. Listen to them, man. Listen to them. They're just suggestions, but take them on fucking board, man. Take them on board. And you will go far in life, man. That's all I had to do, is just listen to them suggestions. As soon as I do, you know, you're just running back on self, and you know, it's been a pleasure this year, and my life and stuff like that so much better. And yeah, I'm forever grateful for this place, man. Forever grateful for this place. And thank you again. Thank you, guys.
Nice for you.
Not a unicorn bag though, baby.
Look at that, beautiful, that, innit?
We don't write your name. Oh no.
Matches your eyes on.
Thank you.
Pink eye.
Buddy, been a privilege.
Oh, I didn't know that.
An inspiration to me. Absolute inspiration, buddy. The one thing I found out about him, he can actually cook. Remember fish and chips on Friday?
I'm fascinated that.
No, you're an inspiration to me, Wayman. You know what I mean? I'm a month behind you, and I've watched you grow massively, massively. And you're a great guy to be. Class you as one of my friends.
Thank you, Steve.
A little bit different. A little bit different from Todd. I knew you before we come here. Sober, but sick.
Cheers.
You know, still sick. No, but I see it changing you this time from what over there. Do you know what I mean? It's beautiful to see, and even though we do have banter towards each other and it goes deep, I still always say, you know, I've got a lot of love and respect for you. You know what I mean? And that's not just because you're from Halifax either. You know, good lad.
One more thing to say.
Oh, please stop.
You'll get well soon.
I chose that for you. Like that. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Golf as well.
It's now that time of the day.
So work out how long you have to clean. Go and pick a chip up.
Courtney, would you step up, please? I just want to say, these two lads,
Best not being on that side.
Yeah.
Otherwise the triple away.
these two lads, I adore these two lads. Todd, point at you. Todd, Wayme. And that's why we had a talk yesterday, didn't we? With me and my colleague here with a funny accent about what sick beats I'm going to do today. And we decided, didn't we, they're going to be Halifax based sick beats.
Go on, Neil.
And we're finished. Lost my train of thought now. No, some of it might get lost in translation if you don't know the places that's in this, but, you know, there'll be something else next week. It might be, what?
Next month.
Yeah, next month. Might be. I don't know.
Balance the best.
We've always been Barnsley based, and it's always been town. Right, anywho, let's start.
Pack your shit.
Right, no longer smoking crack in both town flats. 11 months clean, congrats. Come Drinking sweet Chardonnay in Marvin Royd. It's 10 months you have enjoyed. Oh, wrong. Yeah. Without a phone in Hipper home. Now 9 months clean in the zone. Keep coming back. Come on, it's like Bramall Lane here. No nines then. No need to be tapping quids in the Peace Hall. Your 8 months clean after all.
I've never seen him that happen.
Not spoken spite in Ebden Bridge. Someone's clean and sharing a pizza with Nidge.
And Robbie shares pizza with Nidge.
Gotta be quick.
Yeah.
Get a crust.
I'll look at box.
No longer fighting old blokes in the White Horse. You're 6 months clean, of course.
Well, I want to say a few words because
Go on,
this is
then.
absolutely massive for me. I had to surrender to my addiction and stop fighting it because I was never going to win. I'd have ended up in jail or dead. Wayman's been a massive inspiration to me. Seeing the growth of him since he's come back for the second time, the effort he puts in, and just the happiness he brings to my recovery and his own recovery. Yeah, no, I never thought I'd get to 6 months.
We did, to be fair.
No,
I did all that.
yeah.
I did.
Something different about me today. Something different inside. I carry a warm frown with me, and that's something I've been searching for many years. I think, and I think it's my higher power. And yeah,
Beautiful.
thank you.
All of that touched me. That touched me.
Me cockles.
Yeah. I mean that emotional since we beat Donny 5-1.
Or Tottenham 7-1 if you're in Newcastle.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Not really look at fine, shut
Right.
You're the outsider.
Forget about pre-gabs on Beacon Hill. These 5 months have been brilliant. Back. No more tears at happy days. Form was clean and change your ways. He's not blanking me, are you?
Well done, Carl.
Yeah.
Well done, Carl.
No more Aranja booms on Savile Park. 3 months clean out of the dark. In those sweet hills, but in the pollution. Now 2 months clean in the solution. This one's just a normal one. The kit is all gone, clean for one. We're not done yet, Carl. It's the new one. Right. The most important one. Time to change your life. Because the easiest thing is to keep on using. Stay in that misery. It takes a lot of courage to come here. You know, and say I've got a problem. I want to change. So if it's your first shindig, come on down. Right. We've got the final part. We've got Poets Corner. We've got some sweet poems. Can Coops come on down? Coops. Before we start, this is from his writing class on a Tuesday.
Need the answer.
No.
Because it's that bad. In the small market town of Wunwell, it's a place where most of the scum dwell. They sniff and they sell, they think they're cartel, which is why I said fuck it, farewell. Another and all.
Whoa!
Yeah, you ripped me off.
Two words,
Throwing a spanner in it works now, lad. I found out our last were a brass. Prostitute. So I started to smash all my stash. I smoked it all fast, like fuck did it last, and now I'm in rehab in cash.
Can say some magic happens in that class and I choose doing it, mate.
Sounds like it.
Chino, where are you? Chino's masterpiece, I believe, is called The Love of Castleford.
Beautiful.
Yeah, something I threw together right quick. Get ready. Right. Castleford, it's a town within a city, small but quite shitty. More hairdressers than shops, pubs, cast tigers tops. Shoplifters, shifters and sweet dwelling drifters. Cheap cigs and cheap backer that'll make you cough up a knacker. Charity shops, second-hand tops, love the night out if you fancy some gout. Cheap beer, it's all fucking stale. Smack and crack, she's laid on her back. 9 months later, she's got Jenny and Zach. Dad's moved on from one night stand, working damp boozer for some cash in hand. Sees her every weekend with a new bloke, he sells shit coke. He's his best friend, but he's a bell end. New bloke, new fella, but he's something stellar. So new fella, new mate, setting it straight, out on the streets where blokes selling meat, knocking fuck out another for Zach's mother. Stinks like fish, but she's everyone's wish. Shit tattoos and she reeks booze. So here comes coppers, and she gets out of knockers. Lad's still scrapping, it's all ended bad. Oh, what a shame, it's all so fucking sad.
Neil, that is beautiful. Actually,
We're another one now, but we didn't get time to take that up, did we? I'll do that next month.
Right, sorry for the language, Matt. Right, this poem's called Bed Bag. You lay there praying for sleep when the bed bag starts to creep, legs writhing in agony. There's only one thing for this malady, begging for sweet relief, but this rattle won't be brief. As the sweat streams down your back, wishing you never touched smack and crack, shivering in pain, dust wanking again and again. Stomach unfurling from a shoe's ear, the world's falling out your ear. Needing 10 showers a night, you look a fucking sight, but it don't last forever. Will you do it again? Hopefully never.
Keenan?
Don't worry about me, boys.
Where you at, Dad?
This is a bit lighter, this one. Birds and the bees. I hear the birds and the bees in the sweet summer breeze, with my hands on my keys as I'm sniffing with ease. The blue summer sky, so sweet in July, I'm living a lie, drugs ruling my high. A white fluffy cloud
passed by loud and proud. I had my head bowed as I broke all I vowed. The green merry grass looks grateful in Cass. I've spent all my brass on a fair maiden lass. The fish in the pond, the plants lay beyond, as again I've been conned, no dealers respond. My life is so well, not having to dwell, I'm out of this hell, and come out of my shell.
Is that enough?
Yeah, but if you want to join us class on a Tuesday, obviously you're welcome.
I think I've got to now.
Some talent in that class.
That's where it all happens.
Yeah, man.
Sounds like it. Well, that's it for another month. So, like and subscribe.
Well done, everybody.